Hello and welcome to Toto Football. I cover everything soccer. Today, scoring with your foot is worth more than scoring with your head. I want to first look at this graphic of Alexis Sanchez for the 2015-2016 season. One statistic tells us the amount of assists he had in that season, and one gives us the expected assists that he had in that season. Assists make good playmakers and goals make good strikers, right? Wrong. According to the expected goals philosophy by James Tippett, the way statistics are presented to soccer fans is wrong. He makes a compelling argument as to why the statistics we see after every game don't give us the real picture. The book is a game-changing, fascinating, and amazing story. It marks a shift in an era in soccer. At least it is a shift for the average soccer fans. The knowledge has actually been known for a while by betting companies. Tippett worked for one of these betting companies called Smart Odds. They collected a particular kind of data called the expected goals. They then built algorithms on this data and placed bets based on this information. You may know the statistic expected goals. It is starting to become more widely known among average soccer fans. But not too long ago, this was actually a very tightly kept secret of betting companies. It then moved its way into soccer teams, where the managers and the staff had this information. After one Arsenal game in which Arsenal lost, Arsene Wenger is quoted as saying, "Even though we lost, we had a higher expected goals during the game." This moment marked a shift in where the philosophy had made its way from the betting companies to the professional clubs, and finally it was out to the general public. So, what is expected goals? Expected goals tells us how many goals a player or a team is expected to score over a chosen amount of time. This metric all revolves around the shot. The influencing factors on the shot are shot location. Was the shot taken with a favored foot? What was the quality of the assist? Etc. All this information is then checked against historical data as to whether those shots resulted in goals. Let's say that a particular shot is given a 0.35 chance of scoring. That's a 35% chance of scoring. Then you have others that are varying percentages of chances as well. You take all the shots in the game, you add up all those decimal numbers, and that would give you the expected goals. This is noted as XG, and a typical XG comparison between two teams over the course of a game could look like something around 1.53 XG to 0.89 XG. This means that one team is expected to have scored 1.53 goals based upon the quality of chances in the shots that they took. Now, I know that number doesn't make exact sense because you can't score 1.53 goals, you can only score one. This book will actually go through that information and help you understand why that is so. Why 1.53 is a valid number for this statistic. Where the book really excites me and picks up speed is about halfway through. We start diving into multiple kinds of statistics. There are things such as the expected assists. Is the way that we look at an assist incorrect? A statistician would say that it isn't incorrect, but it doesn't tell us the real story, the whole story. What if we consistently provide quality balls into the box and wonderful assists that always find the foot of a striker, but have a faltering number 9 that can't put them away? Expected assists evaluates our quality, not the combination of the two players. Now let's go back and take a moment to look at that Alexis Sanchez information that we had earlier. In the 2015-16 season, he registered 4 assists. Now, is that a fair judgment of him? It probably isn't. He actually registered 8.55 expected assists. That means the quality of balls that he put in typically result in 8.55 goals, which means he was actually a very great playmaker, at least better than he was if you only looked at the amount of assists he got. That might mean his forwards were misfiring. There are many more interesting statistics in this book, but you'll have to go and read it to learn more. You might just learn what the maths have to say on the Messi versus Ronaldo debate. Okay, to the good and the bad. What this book does well is make the mathematics of XG accessible for everyone to understand. The formulas for how to calculate the information you need are not hard and laid out well and dissected well. The amount of math information you probably need to be comfortable with is maybe the first 4 weeks of an intro to statistics course. Being a person who has a curious mathematical mind, I really wanted to know what kind of simulation algorithms were used in some parts, but that's not really the reach of this book. Those looking for an entry into the math that professional clubs are beginning to look at, you will find this the perfect book to start with. The main bulk of the book is under 200 pages, and you'll surf through this quickly and hopefully find yourself looking differently at the game just like I did. For anyone interested in a deeper dive in soccer statistics and wants a different, I dare say, much better way to think about the game, this book is necessary. For me, this book is a must read. As always, thank you for joining me. This is Toto Football. I cover everything soccer.